Alright guys, what's going on? So in this video, we're going to be going over my personal top 10 LR splash arts. Now, we're going from number 10 being the worst and number 1 being the best. But just because 1 is at 10 doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. 1, it's my opinion, and 2, they're still the top 10 best splash arts. So they're better than the rest. That's for certain. Alright, without further ado, without dragging it out, let's get right into it. So at number 10, I got Bardock. Now, this splash art, basically, you gotta tell what they're trying to show you just by the picture. And if you remember the movie and just the overall storyline of Bardock, this is the scene where he's trying to, go against Frieza. And Frieza's calm phase, like, we all know Frieza with the one finger, giant ball, destroyed the whole planet. But it's basically this man's will to live. And you can tell just by the expression and look on his face and the torn up armor. It's pretty badass. Bardock is one of the most badass characters, and we all know that, and we can agree on that. But without, dilly-dallying, let's just go right on next to the next one. Now, when you think of Tien and Chaozu, you don't think of badass or anything. But this art is amazing. When you look at Tien, I feel like this fire around him suits him so well. Because we all know Tien to be, personally, the most... I think is the most person that trains in Dragon Ball Z. He's always training. It's tied between him and Vegeta. I'm not sure. But we know this man is always training. And he gives off that fire aura. Kind of looks like a Super Saiyan God personally. And that's like my favorite Goku form. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. And the card may not be the best. Especially for a World Tournament card. You can't expect much from World Tournament LRs. But the art is pretty damn nice. So moving on. We got the Beerus and Whis LR. This man is underrated. But what makes me love his card art is the fact that it gives that vibe of Beerus being essentially a god. Now, over time in Dragon Ball Super, I felt this, and I'm pretty sure many of you have felt the same way. Beerus kind of lost his appeal as a god of destruction. Now, he still has the title, but he doesn't have the feel to it. Like, in the beginning when he was first introduced up to the Resurrection of F arc, we were all afraid of Beerus. Beerus could flick Goku and destroy him. Frieza would just be on his knees the second he'd see Beerus. But now later on into the story, like around the Universal Survivor arc, Beerus kind of lost his appeal. Like, we got introduced to many characters stronger than Beerus. Even mortals like Jiren and Goku would destroy Beerus. Vegeta is god of destruction level at that point. So he kind of lost his big boss feel. If you guys all know what I'm talking about. But, this art gives him that feel back. He's calm. He has his one finger up ready to basically destroy your planet. I don't know. It gives him that good feel. Alright, so going on next. We got the future Trunks. Not the blue-haired, the purple-haired. The right one. This scene in Z was outstanding. Trunks coming back, powered up, and destroyed both of the androids. I'm pretty sure this scene is when he destroyed Android 17. You can tell by the purple smoke around him. He just got destroyed. He just finished. This was satisfying to me because I know and I felt so bad for Trunks because the androids destroyed his whole world in his timeline, and coming back and killing the killers that killed off his dad and all of his friends just was like a breath of fresh air for me. It felt amazing. And basically that Trunks looks badass. No one can really deny it. This Trunks is badass. But let's move on. So over here we got Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the hardest hitting unit in the game. Arguably the hardest hitting unit in the game, actually. Now, this scene, taken right out of the movie, Wrath of the Dragon. Just got done killing Hirudegarn. He's got that signature pose. The sky was all dark. It opened up. It was all nice and bright after Hirudegarn was killed. It's so perfect. It really is perfect. And the way he's just standing there with his fist up, it looks like, victory is his. It's amazing. There's not much to say about this. It's just like it speaks for itself, really. Let's move on. Now, Goku Black and Zamasu. I'm just a giant Goku Black fan, especially the Super Saiyan Rose transformation. Like, I have a shirt of it, and there's way too much I can say about this man. Now, the card is amazing, but again, it's just like a side thing I'm saying. How good the card is does not affect this list whatsoever, but the art does. Now, this art, outstanding. It's like, they're flying at you, they both got their blades out. I'm a big fan of the blades. I really love it, and I love the way that Vegito Blue really utilizes his blades a lot in most of the super attacks in this game, which is honestly really cool. And I just love that tag team duo. The pink and purple combo is really, really nice. I think it just really suits well together. The Ruined City in the back, because they just got done destroying everything. Excuse me. I think it overall looks really, really nice, and I'm just a giant fan of it. So moving on. Alright. Now this card, when I first saw this card come out, my jaw dropped. I was like, whoa. What's this art? This art, LR arts are on a whole different level. They really are. And not because they're basically moving. It's just the shading, the colors, the scenes are better. Like, this scene, no one knew who Trunks was, who's this Super Saiyan, where'd he come from? And then Frieza is supposed to be this big boss that took months of episodes and fighting to beat. And then when he became in this meta form, he supposedly came back stronger. So he said he got improved. And then we see this man just cut him in half. Pick up his ball, throw it back at him, cut him in half. And we're all like, yo, what's going on? I was shocked. And seeing this makes me just remember that scene every time I look at this card. And it's honestly amazing. So moving on. We're getting to the good ones now. My favorite character at the time. And honestly, this scene will forever be my favorite scene in all of Dragon Ball Z. Even including Super. Pay attention to detail. This card's art is the point of view of his Kamehameha. It's in the inside. That's why everything looks blue. And I just feel like Gohan's broken arm and the way he's firing it with one hand is just amazing. I've always loved that scene. It showed just his will, his power, his dedication, how badly he wants to protect the world, and how badly he wants to win. And this scene with the one foot in front of him, stepping forward, was when he overpowered Cell and he's starting to walk forward. Even his super attack animation displays that. So overall, I think every time when I look at this splash art, I think of that exact scene. And I think they really, really, really did a good job on this man's splash art. So moving on, we got Bojack over here. There's not much to say about this. It's perfect. It really displays what the Bojack crew is. They're like basically galaxy pirates. You got Bojack in the middle, the big boss, just standing still while the rest are doing the work. They're attacking you, he's standing still. And even in his super attack animation, they basically gang up on you. And that's what his crew is for. They don't play fair. They're pirates basically. Galaxy pirates. Which is pretty cool. There's not much to say. It's really, really nice. Bojack looks like Hulk for some reason. That's just, I guess that's where they got it from. I think he looks like Hulk. So, let's go. This is number 1. Like, do I need to say any more? Majin Vegeta is the most badass character I have ever seen. Like, this character was, wow. The way he went from a villain to a good guy, then to a villain again. But keep in mind, when he was in Majin form, he was the evilest as he can be. He killed a bunch of bystanders in the arena just to prove a point. That's the actual Majin Vegeta. That's Vegeta himself. And while he's in his Majin form, he still sacrificed himself. And that's why every time I see this art, I think of that moment. Not many people think of that. He was in his evil state. He was still, his heart was dark. Still killed himself for the sake of the world. Because he thought of Bulma, the Goku, and Trunks. Like I said, these arts they gotta flood you with that Dragon Ball Z nostalgia whenever you look at them. That's how I feel with them. And that's the way I rank them, is the feeling they gave me when I looked at them. Now, that was my top 10. But these are the honorable mentions. I'm gonna go with both fusions. Now, they're nice. I really like them. I actually really like them. I'm more leaning towards the Gogeta one though. I don't like this over here too much, but I think the Gogeta one's better. Still, I had to mention them because they are very, very nice. One thing I don't like though is when they fuse, which doesn't really matter. You're not really gonna be seeing their splash arts when they fuse, but they kind of lose that moving effect. You know what I mean? They lose this effect over here, and they turn into a still image, which is not too bad. But for an LR, you'd want them to move because LRs are supposed to stand out from the rest, and the moving backgrounds are what do that. Anyways, that was my top 10. I hope you all enjoyed. These are all the LRs, and it was pretty tough to pick 10. So I was hoping that I didn't miss any. Maybe if I were to put one in the honorable mentions, it would probably be Vegito Blue. But the way he's punching, it feels kind of weird, and his fist looks like his two knuckles over here are kind of more out forward, or his two fingers, my bad, are more pushed out, and it looks kind of weird. I don't know, I got a bad feeling from it. But that's my top 10. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to be doing more videos of these in the future. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do a top 10 TUR splash arts. No LRs, nothing, just TURs, because LR splash arts and regular card splash arts are in a league of their own. They're totally different. So thank you for watching, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out.